YouTube. Live.
If I may, sir, is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, 12, one of the precepts for today's class?
I don't think so. Wow. No, so we can hold it and get into it. We can get into it. Yeah, man, brother, share that class, man. Let's push it to the limit. All right, so look at the Lord of hand, of course. Yeah. Preaching officer 5,000, SHALAM. Hold down the brotherhood class today. It's always a pleasure to be back on the scene. You know what I mean? Nothing better than being with the brothers and the sisters, of course. You know, a lot of things going on out in the world as usual. You know, the oppressors oppressing as usual. You know, ain't much change in that aspect. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, YOUPK is pushing forward, pushing this truth, trying to get brothers and sisters to, you know, wake up, get their heritage, you know what I'm saying? Get that life breathed back into their nostrils and their lungs, man, so they can start living right. You understand? So here we moving forward like a locomotive, man. How y'all been feeling? Yeah? Everything going all right? Y'all recover from Houston yet? I know it's been a little minute. We had such a good time. Did y'all recover? Did y'all fully recover? All right, good. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost right. You know what I mean? But we still be back here doing the work.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, being in Houston, being amongst the brothers and sisters, man, you realize how, you don't really realize, but if you didn't realize already, you realize how glorious the YOUPK is, and being amongst all the brothers and sisters and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Now we got the cookouts coming up, which is gonna be another glorious thing.
Right.
You understand? Hebrew Academy is going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be another glorious thing for those to go through the furnace of affliction. You know what I mean? Some gonna make it, some not gonna make it. You understand what I'm saying? You know, a lot of great men, as a lot of y'all know, you know, drop their swords and so on and so on. You know what I mean? A lot of great men, a lot of brothers and sisters who just couldn't hack it. You know what I mean? But of course, this Hebrew Academy is going to be a good sifting process. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that the motto in here, the protocol in here is no cowards are allowed. You understand?
Right.
No cowards are allowed. No excuses are allowed. Certain things are just not allowed in here. They're not allowed in here because, of course, there's no cowards going to be in the kingdom. We already know can't no effeminate man make it into the kingdom, right? There ain't no a sissy and soft man, emotional man can't make it into the kingdom. You understand? So therefore, you have to be stern, sturdy, hardcore, not a coward, so forth and so on. You know what I mean? But while we're talking about it, what's some of the reasons why somebody would say they left the truth? What's some reasons you heard over the years or heard before why somebody would leave the truth?
Because they didn't agree with what the council gave them. They didn't agree.
Okay, they didn't agree with council. That's a good reason. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't they agree with the council?
Because they want to indulge in the demon.
They want to indulge in the demon. All right. And when you want to indulge in the demon or with the demon, what are you chasing? What are you really following? True. That's true.
Yourself.
You follow yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're following your flesh.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, following your flesh, you know what I'm saying? In a nutshell, that's another reason. That's one reason why somebody would leave the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's all the reason anyway. Is just following the flesh. You know what I'm saying? That's the real reason why someone would leave the truth. What's another excuse or reason you heard somebody left the truth? And they try to make it logical too. Like, don't you understand? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They can't be themselves.
They can't be themselves, meaning what? Elaborate a little bit.
They didn't shed from the world, right? So they get checked on worldly stuff, and they say they can't be themselves.
Okay, so they can't be themselves. All right, so basically they still kind of follow their flesh, you know what I'm saying? They want to be who they are, and instead of adapting to the protocols of the school and the process of changing your life that the school provides, they don't want to do that. They want the school to change for them.
Right.
Right, okay, that's another reason. Go ahead.
Losing their family.
They scared to lose their family, you know what I'm saying? They love mama.
Mama.
I'll always love my mama. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to lose their wife, their kids.
They don't want to lose the wife, like they can't get another one. They don't want to lose their kids, like they can't make some more. You know what I'm saying? They scared to lose all of that. What else they scared to lose?
Their job.
They scared to lose that job. You know what I'm saying? They cannot let go of that $9.50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? They not letting that go. They need that.
Right.
You understand? They need that. They're not letting it go. You know what I'm saying? In order to keep that job, what they got to do to keep it? What they got to do to keep their job? Sometimes they got to clean up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't have this beard and things looking all funny. You know what I'm saying? Gotta shape it up. You know what I'm saying? Get right. Scared to wear braids. You know what I'm saying?
Can't take the holidays off.
That's it. Yeah, they don't even want to do it, really. They're so wrapped up in the job. You know what I mean? They don't even want to do that. You know what I mean? These are some ridiculous and stupid reasons why some people decide to leave the truth, right?
Yeah, like Salat, they'll say an excuse like, oh, I can't get the time off to go to the Passover, but yet you request a day off to do a birthday for your daughter.
Absolutely. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
celebrate your own birthday at the club.
Right. They don't, when it comes to the truth, they can't factor in the truth with their life. You know what I'm saying? They can't make it to a high holy day, but they can take a vacation and, take their broad to some resort or some Disneyland or whatever garbage that's out there. You know what I mean? That's it. So they don't take the truth serious. You understand what I'm saying? What's some more reasons why that brothers and sisters will leave the truth? You know what I'm saying? Holding grudges. You know what I mean? Holding a grudge. Too scared to go to him and him alone and speak to the brother. You know what I'm saying? And when you hold a grudge, and 9 to the 10, what else are you? You a liar. You know what I'm saying? If you can hold the grudge, because somewhere it came out and you said, nah, I'm good. Nah, it's cool. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? But deep down in your spirit, it wasn't cool. It wasn't all right. You didn't like it. Now you let it fester up in your spirit and your soul. And the next thing you know, when something comes to your face, when the problem comes, now you explode and blow up because all this time you've really been holding this in. You understand? You've been holding this grudge. So holding a grudge is another reason why somebody would leave the truth. You understand?
Right.
Marrying the wrong person, trying to move too fast. You know what I'm saying? And now you don't move too fast. You don't love them, or you don't have sex with them now. Now they made you mad. You understand? They like jelly on it. They like jelly on their sandwich. You like strawberry preserve on yours, and now it's a little issue. You don't want to be with them no more now. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't eat strawberry preservatives, and you don't eat all of that. So now you don't want to be with each other more. Of course, we don't grant no divorces in here. Ain't gonna be none of that.
Right.
You're gonna work that thing out, stick that thing out. So in order to lead this person, what you got to do? You got to lead the school. You know what I'm saying? It's another reason why I left. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't love enough to stick it out with your spouse and make it work. You understand what I'm saying? It was all good having sex. The twisting and bending and all that other stuff, it was all good. You understand? But you can't twist and bend your spirit to keep the person that you with. You understand what I'm saying? That's another reason why people leave the truth. You know what I'm saying? What's another reason why brothers and sisters might leave the truth? Lust for sex. You understand? Because this is not the love connection in here. You understand? This is not come in here and pick a broad and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of floors and things, mop and sweep, and a lot of things to do before you even qualify to even get one of these sisters that Commander YAHANNA is raising. You know what I'm saying? That takes time. You understand what I'm saying?
God.
You want to say something?
No, I was going to say something. Another example.
No, go ahead, please.
Brothers don't want to do the work.
Yeah, that's another thing, brother. Rebelliousness. Brothers, brothers ain't imping no garbage and all of that, and all of that. They feel a certain kind. We heard a story about Boys to Men. They came in here and they thought they can sing their way to being the general. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? You got to get behind the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that's clean. You know, if you're willing to get behind that toilet and clean that toilet, you're willing to clean your spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's just a toilet.
Right.
That's just a toilet. You know what I'm saying? You're willing to do that. You must be willing to clean your spirit. Some brothers don't want to do the work. You know what I'm saying? They got a who's this nigga talking to type of attitude. They don't want to take orders. They know too goddamn much. Sisters too. You know what I'm saying? Know too damn much. You know what I mean? These are some reasons why. Jealousy is another reason why. There's so many reasons why. Or so many reasons why people or excuses people use to leave the truth, and they think these excuses are valid excuses. You understand? You want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say with the jealousy stuff, like some brothers get jealous of another brother because he got raised faster than the other brother.
Yeah, and what does that mean? You feel like you better than that brother. You know what I'm saying? I feel like why I see there. You know what I'm saying? Why I see that? I'm harder than he is. I'm whatever is in a person's mind that think like that. You understand? Now in here we don't tolerate. That's not tolerated. But that's the reason why a weak coward, man or woman, will leave the truth. Jealousy. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at a brother a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? Instead of looking at themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why, you know what I'm saying? Jealousy is definitely one, and raising up in rank and so on and so on. My Sparker brothers demon, you know what I'm saying? And they'll leave. You know what I mean? So these are some reasons why you leave the truth. Now leaving this truth, what else are you doing when you leave the truth? You're breaking your oath. You understand? You're breaking your oath according to scripture. You're supposed to keep your oath. You make an oath to the Most High. That when people come here and say, anybody want to get anointed? You are making an oath to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Whether you obtain your rank or not, you made an oath to come up here, get anointed. You know what I mean? Say these prayers, brother. Say your name to the Most High, and you decide to leave. You want to go back to the world to be Jerry again and do whatever Jerry was doing. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a low down person. If you're willing to break your oath with the Most High God, you're definitely willing to sleep with another brother's woman. You're definitely willing to steal. You're definitely willing to lie. You're eligible to being a dirty, disgusting, filthy bastard. You understand what I'm saying? Because you decided to drop your sword, be a traitor, and so forth and so on. There's a lot of traitors out here. A lot of these traitors start up whole other camps and churches and things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of these brothers that couldn't take orders, that had sexual demons on them. You understand? That wanted white women, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? These same reasons that we're going over. A lot of brothers left this truth to go and start something where they can fulfill their lust. You understand what I'm saying? Where they can get with white women. You know what I'm saying? And incorporate Africans and do all types of lustful, disgusting, filthy things that they always wanted to do. You understand? So these are some reasons why, and these are things that these reasons that we're talking about. This is why brotherhood is so important. You understand what I'm saying? Brotherhood, real brotherhood, eliminates all of that. It eliminates all of that. If you're too scared to go to a brother and speak to that brother by himself, and you by yourself, then you are a sucker. You know what I'm saying? You're a coward. Because that right there eliminates so many problems. You understand? Right. If you're willing to admit you need counsel and receive the counsel, even though the counsel is not in your favor, if you're willing to do that, then you a soldier. That's what soldiers do. But if you a sucker and you get the counsel and the counsel is not tickling your ears and tickling your little fantasies, and you leave them because of that, then you a sucker, and we don't want no cancer in here anyway.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Want no cancer anyway, because being a coward is cancer. You know what I'm saying? Being a sucker is cancer. Holding grudges, being a sexual deviant, being a liar, being jealous, all of that is just cancer. It's worse than cancer, actually. You understand what I'm saying? It's worse than cancer. And that's something that can't be tolerated. It's in the Bible that these certain things cannot be tolerated. You understand? But this is why people claim to leave the truth. And then they go start some other garbage, and they claim we got the truth too. They do have the truth. The truth is there's some lustful, disgusting bastards. Right. That's their truth.
Right.
You understand? That they're just lustful and disgusting and want to start a pack of sexual deviants and so on and so on, just like them. They don't mind. They want to incorporate brothers that's jealous and that gossip, like chatty patties and all of that. They like that. You understand what I'm saying? A bunch of bitches. Right. You know what I mean? They like that. Bitches attract bitches. You know what I mean? That's it. You know, using the world, certain people you can't hang with because they just a little, you know what I mean? Brothers might be punking them or something like that. You can't hang with them because you're gonna allow people to think that they can do it to you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even want to roll with that kind of crowd. You understand? Really, that's in the spirit. You know what I mean? That's in the spirit. So, as I said, birds of a feather flock together. You know what I mean? So that's why in here the misfits fit in right here. You know what I'm saying? This is the place for the misfits. You know what I mean? The misfits fit in here. You understand? We all on one accord. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see that Passover, that brotherhood was strong. You could have lost a button on your shirt. They're like, somebody lost a brown button. You can come on up to the front if you lost a button. Damn. You know what I'm saying? You lost a button? You good? You ain't got no button? All right. You know what I mean? We here. You know what I'm saying? That's the brotherhood that we have in here. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, those solid soldiers that was at that Passover was an honor to be their brother and the sisters as well. You know what I mean? And it's also an honor to see brothers go through that Hebrew Academy and leave. That's an honor too. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? To see brothers over there and they not coming back no more because of push-ups. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that kind of brother with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no kind of brother with me. I need a nigga that's going to eat mud. You know what I'm saying? That's going to eat mud. He's going to come up with his teeth full of mud. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't push up no more. Right. But he's there. You know what I'm saying? I need some blood and some mud and some strength. You know what I mean? A nigga that just can't take it. You know what I'm saying? He can't take it. Them 25 push-ups was too much. Yo, no sweat. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, brother, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers gonna leave because of that, and good, because you might have festering inside of you that jealousy, that sexual deviancy, those grudges, those the lies, and so on. So you might have these things festering up inside of you anyway. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? So let's go into it real quick. Let's go to 2 Timothy. Let me make sure 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy, right? Chapter 3. All right. Now, whoever got it can just start reading. We'll start at verse 1.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Or Akim have it? This know also that in the last days perilous time shall come.
In the last days, perilous time shall come. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Somebody get the definition of perilous. Let's look it up. Let's get perilous. All right, let's hop on that. You know what I'm saying? It says in the last days. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we know these last days been coming. These last days been around for a long time. These are the last days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of weakness, a lot of shiftiness. You understand? A lot of cowardness, a lot of scariness, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? In the UPK, these are the things that we fighting against. You know what I'm saying? This is why these are things that you can't fight against something and allow it in your home.
Right.
You understand? And we don't allow certain things in our home. Who got perilous?
Perilous, full of danger or risk.
Say it again.
Full of danger or risk.
Now, full of danger and risk. You understand? You know, it's dangerous going out to camp, and it's a risk. There's a lot of things out there. And not just that. You know, we're in New York City. So when we go out on the streets, we on that microphone, we in the spirit. We're not directly speaking to somebody, but we're gonna say something that's gonna catch somebody's ear that's walking by, and either they're gonna love it or hate it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna love it or hate it. You know, you understand? You remember that dude with the bat, little baseball bat?
Right.
Don't think you're not gonna see him getting chicken in the Texas chicken spot. You know that you might see him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a dangerous little job we do here.
Right.
You might see him. Now we don't care if we see him or not. You understand? But the point is, this is dangerous. That could scare a brother want to leave. You understand? A brother holding posts and all of that, and that was minor. You know what I'm saying? Wait to a whole group. Look at the Kentucky 8. Them brothers held strong. Nobody left.
Right.
Brothers, and they was fighting. You know what I'm saying? But the other cats had bats and knives and guns. They still fought. You understand what I'm saying? Brothers fought and got busy and got down. You understand what I'm saying? That could make somebody scared to death and leave. Like, they out of here. But that's a beautiful thing. That's a good thing. You understand? And then being scary, they'll find a reason. Nah, man, yo, I got a family.
Right.
I got a family. I got to protect my family, man. You know, you're going to protect your family. So you're going to leave a bunch of killers so you can go protect your family by yourself? Don't really make no much sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It don't make too much sense to me, but brothers get scared. You know, sisters get scared. You know what I mean? I'm sure some Red, but don't go back out there no more. Little Jaheem needs you here. You out there with them niggas, and you understand?
Right.
These are reasons, and brothers fold to them reasons. You know what I mean? They fold to them. You know what I mean? Let's read it again from the top.
This know also that in the last days perilous time shall come.
It's going to be some dangerous times. What's it? Dangerous in what?
Like it. Full of danger or risk.
Danger or risk. You know what I'm saying? Shall come in a time. Go ahead.
Verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Well, there you go. You know what I'm saying? In these last days, Brothers gonna love themselves. You understand? How do they love themselves? By falling after their lust, following after their lust. And they're gonna love themselves. So if you love yourself too much, then who don't you love?
The Most High.
Of course, you know, definitely love the Most High. And if you don't love the Most High, who else don't you love?
Your brother.
You don't love your brother.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? You can't love yourself so much and be a lover of yourself. What about your brother? You understand? What about your brother? If you don't love your brother, you damn sure don't love the Most High. That's in the scriptures anyway. I think we're going to pull that. You know what I'm saying? So in these last days, you're going to find brothers and sisters who are lovers of themselves, of their own selves. They're going to worry about them. What's the old school? So I got to get mine. You got to get yours. You know, you understand?
Right.
That's the motto outside. In here, we love each other.
Right.
The scripture says, I'm going to paraphrase, no greater gift than a friend give his life for his friend. I'm paraphrasing that. You understand? Can't be a lover of yourself. Brothers and sisters that left the truth and gave these funky, stupid, dumb reasons about leaving the truth, they just was lovers of themselves. You understand? Let's keep going.
Covetous.
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 Covetous. No sweat. What's covetous mean? We know what that means. What's covetous mean? Praza?
Kind of jealous. You want something that somebody has something.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Jealous. You know what I'm saying? We went over that earlier, didn't we? You know what I'm saying? Those are reasons why people must say they left the truth, because they really got a jealous spirit, so they'll just mix something up. You know what I'm saying? Or just say, look, I don't appreciate it. You know, I had a brother tell me that left the truth a while ago. Man, I bought that speaker for camp. Man, they could have raised me up. What? You know what I'm saying? I went some other speaker, somebody bought it, or he went to look for it or found it or something. And he expected some rank raise because he went and found a speaker. You understand what I'm saying? Like even to go and do things and expect some praise out of it is the wrong spirit to have. He should have looked for that speaker just so his brothers can get on that microphone and blaze on that speaker. That's the only reason I'm looking for it. I'm not looking for it so maybe I can get some recognition and I can get raised up if I do this. That's not brotherhood. You understand what I'm saying? That's not brotherhood at all. He just was a lover of himself. You understand? And then he had a jealous spirit because brother was getting raised up over him. Rightfully so. You understand what I'm saying? Rightfully so. That's why the men in the UPK, they are wise in their dealings. They know who get raised up and shouldn't get raised up and so on. So they know all of that. You understand? And if that stuff is on your mind anyway, you have no brotherhood. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Boasters. Always talking about what they doing. Talking about that. And that being a boaster can lead to jealousy. You talking about how you're Hebrew and talking about how you know, and all of this and what you're doing and this, that, and other, the works you're doing and all of that. Don't be a boaster. Who can boast more than Christ? You understand? Who can boast more than Christ? I don't care, you know, I don't care how fast you can run. You ain't bring nobody back from the dead yet. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nothing like that. I'm not saying you won't one day, but boast for what? When the Lord put men greater than you in your life. Right. You understand? When you boast like that, eventually your bubble gets busted. Right. Eventually. And then when your bubble get busted, the bitch come at you. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Proud.
Say what?
Proud.
Yeah, they proud. You're not gonna talk to me like that. I'm a grown ass man. You telling me to go do this and do that, whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? Proud. You know what I'm saying? They're too goddamn proud. Right. To humble themselves. You understand? And follow the lead of righteousness, man. Cool. They're too damn proud. That's what you see. There's a whole bunch of there's a group called the Proud Boys, but there's a whole bunch of Proud Boys out here. Right. They got purple on and we're all white and we're red and white and do a whole bunch of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Cool. Proud. Very proud. Boasters too. You know what I'm saying? Lovers of themselves. Go ahead.
Blasphemers.
Say it again.
Blasphemers.
You understand? They go against the Most High God, man. They go against the Most High God. Go ahead.
Disobedient to parents.
Disobedient to their parents. You know, brothers, there's brothers that talk bad about the 7 heads.
Right.
When them brothers raised you.
Right.
You understand? They talking bad about the 7 heads, talking bad about Commander Junior YAHANNA, so and so when you was raised by this man. How dare you?
Right.
You understand? After someone can get help with their rent, you know what I'm saying? You on the phone with them all damn night, listen to their goddamn problems and so on. They don't give a damn about none of that. And then they turn around and give you their ass to kiss. You understand? And they make up some funky reason about why they left. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving because of this, that, and the other, and all of that. You're just a disloyal bastard with no brotherhood in you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You're disobedient. Go ahead.
Unthankful.
Say it again.
Unthankful.
As we just said. You know what I'm saying? Unthankful. You know what I'm saying? These are characteristics of someone who would walk out of the truth, who would decide to leave the truth, turn their back on the Most High God. You understand? Because when you want to turn your back on your brothers and sisters, you are turning your back on Most High God.
Right.
You understand? That's all you're doing. That's all that's being done. And these are characteristics of having spiritual cancer. And these are things that we do not allow in this school right here.
God.
We do not allow that in here. Commander Junior YAHANNA is not allowing it. And the minute he raised up under him are not even allowing that. You understand? It's written down in our history books. It's written down in our Constitution right here called the Bible. It's written here for a reason, because these same characteristics exist today. And all these characteristics that we're reading over are unbrotherly.
Right.
All of them. When I say unbrotherly, sisters shouldn't be doing it too. It's not sisterly to do these things. It's not sisterly to obtain these characteristics. It's not. You understand what I'm saying?
God.
Let's keep going.
Unholy.
Say it again.
Unholy.
There's nothing separate or special about you. You understand? People go back, brothers just go back to smoking cigarettes. You understand? They go back to it. They just couldn't fight it. They go back to getting high. They just couldn't fight it. You understand? So go to the Christian church. Go to the Muslim mosque. Go to the conscious community. Something. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing special or separate about them at all. Not no more. They just could not take not getting a shape up. Can you imagine that? It sounds weird in here because it's something like a shape up. You know what I'm saying? That's $30 I'm saving. You know what I'm saying? Pushing your hairline back anyways, leaving anyway. You know what I'm saying? Brother man can't get a shape up to go grab to go have sex with some whore anyway. You understand? Ain't nothing separate or holy about these brothers and sisters that decide they want to walk away from the truth. Let's keep going real quick.
Verse 3, without natural affection.
There's no natural affection in it. Nobody thinks twice about, I can't do this to my brother. I'm not going to hold a grudge with my brother. Let me go to this brother and speak to him and him alone. Let him know I'm not feeling this, I'm not feeling that. Let me go to this brother and tell him about what he's doing. Maybe he don't realize he's doing it. Let me try to just fix the brother, correct the brother. You know what I'm saying? In a brotherly manner. Let me talk to the sister, tell her she's doing this wrong. Let me chastise his brother. Let me take this chastising. You know what I'm saying? Let me correct this sister. You understand? There's no natural affection about them at all. They have an agenda. They have an agenda. They have a plot and a plan.
Right.
You understand? And they execute it. Keep going.
Truce breakers.
Say it again.
Truce breakers.
Oh boy. Now it says truce breakers. Let's look that one up right there real quick. Let's look at what a truce breaker is. What is that? Shalaki Yawasop, you want to say something?
I was going to ask a question on truth breakers.
Yes. What's up?
That synonymous with oath breaker?
It may be. It might be. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get the definition.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see if there's a definition for that. Go ahead.
Truce breaker, one who violates a truce, covenant, or engagement.
One who breaks one more time.
One who violates a truce.
Who violates a truce, go ahead.
Covenant.
A covenant, which is an agreement, go ahead.
Or engagement.
Or an engagement, you know what I'm saying? One who violates it. Now, you said, is that synonymous with being an oath breaker? Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Take an oath, you're making an agreement, making a covenant. You understand? Someone who violates that or breaks it, destroys it, disrespects it, you know, violates it. A truce breaker. They don't keep their promises. They don't keep their words. They don't keep their agreement. They don't keep that. You know, so go ahead.
One more question. That's like the Nazarite vow?
No.
Before the priest.
I mean, like if you make you make a Nazarite, a vow of a Nazarite, right, then of course you got to keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you don't keep it, then yeah, you would be considered a truce breaker because you didn't keep it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Something to that effect. Absolutely.
Same thing as being anointed or standing up for Hebrew Academy.
All of that is all incorporated in there. You know what I'm saying? All that's incorporated. If you let your yeas be yeas and your nays be nays. That's what the scripture said. You understand what I'm saying? Let your yeas be yeas and your nays be. If you say it, you better do it because you said it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why our speech got to be seasoned with salt. You understand what I'm saying? So if you ain't gonna do nothing or do something, then don't say it. You understand what I'm saying? If you stand for something and it's a no, then let it be no. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's to the Most High. Now, if you make a vow to the Most High, you should hold making a vow or giving your brother your word. Hold it just as important. You know what I'm saying? If you give your brother your word, like, yeah, brother, I'll come and do this. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta go and do it now. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. You gotta come and do it. I don't care if you gotta hitchhike or take a horse and pony somewhere, ride a banana bicycle. You're gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? And do what you said you're gonna do. I'm just kind of exaggerating a tad bit, but what I'm saying is you got to keep your word. Being a truce breaker is not keeping your word. You know what I'm saying? If I sit here and I drink with you, we have a good time together, we talk, your brother, I love you, man, da 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 da. And then the next week I turn my back on you and you don't hear from me ever again no more. That's a truce breaker. You know what I'm saying? That he never was real. Because you didn't think twice to say, I ain't gonna do that to y'all, what's up, man? I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stand strong. I'm gonna put my emotions away. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do what I said for y'all. So I'll be there for that brother. And you know what? I'm gonna go talk to somebody about how I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna just keep it real. Talk to them about how I'm feeling. You understand? A lot of brothers can't do that because as we read up in the scriptures just now, brothers are too proud. You understand what I'm saying? They only love themselves and what they want and all of that. You understand? And sisters too. You understand what I'm saying? But to answer your question, brother, yeah, it could be synonymous with being an oath breaker as well. You know what I mean? Word. Keep going.
Okay. False accuser.
Say it again.
False accuser.
Now that's a good one right there. False accusers. You know what I'm saying? Saying a brother, he did this to me. He offended me. You know what I'm saying? No, damn well, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. You just saying that. You know what I'm saying? You just saying that offense happened to give yourself an excuse to why you would just really go back to smoke weed. You really just want to go back and pop holes and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you really want to do. You understand what I'm saying? That's true. Yo, while you back there, bring that little bit up here for me. That's what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you'll make up some false accusations or something false and fake and all of that. Oh, he stole money. That's why I ain't dealing with him. He stole. I'm not dealing with him. I ain't messing with them brothers. They steal. And they don't trust me. They make it up. Wait till you go to court. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you go to court. They're gonna come up with all types of stuff that you're doing. He still tied money. Right. To what? He still does that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make up a whole slew of things. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you got some weirdos out here that make up false accusations, and these false accusations they use as validation for just really wanting to be a lustful, disgusting bastard. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not real niggas. They ain't nothing real about them at all. You understand? Let's keep going. Incontent. Now you know what we got to do. You know I love that dictionary. You know what I'm saying? Let's look up these words. You know what I mean? I ain't the brightest guy in the world, so when I see these words, I got to know what they mean. I can't even skip over them. Breeze past them. You're gonna be up there speaking at camp, bringing up these words that we barely could pronounce, and we don't know what the hell they mean. You know what I mean? So we're gonna look these things up and get it right.
Incontent, having no or insufficient voluntarily control over urination or defecation.
Defecation? Is there another definition too?
So the word is incontinent.
Incontinent. You know what I'm saying?
Incontinent.
You spelled it correctly though, right? That's
yes,
right.
sir.
No sweat. Is there a second definition there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Lacking self-restraint.
Oh.
Uncontrolled.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? When we get to these definitions, we look at it, they might have 1, 2, 3 different definitions. We go to the definition that fits into the context of what we read. And we definitely ain't talking about nobody that got diarrhea right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what that first definition was. You know what I mean? The second definition, that fits exactly what we're talking about. Read it one more time, nice and loud.
Lacking self-restraint.
You don't got no self-restraint. You can't control yourself. You understand? A lot of sisters fit into this category. You understand? How you pronounce the word there, Y.O.S.A.P.K?
Incontinent.
Incontinent. There you go. A lot of bras out here is incontinent. They don't know how to shut their goddamn mouth. They want to talk. And unfortunately, brothers do the same damn thing. When I say brother, I ain't talking about nobody in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? They're incontinent. They keep running their goddamn mouth. They have no restraint on their mouth.
Right.
You understand? Keep going with that definition.
Uncontrolled.
Uncontrolled. No control. You understand? Now read the scripture again now.
Come on. Incontinent. Fierce.
Say it again.
Fierce.
You understand? Go ahead.
Despisers of those that are good.
Yeah. They people that run their goddamn mouth, they have no mercy. You know what I'm saying? And they hate people that do good. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of characteristics you come across on certain people. You know what I'm saying? Now, just think about these characteristics we read it. Who fits these characteristics to a T? The oppressor fits these characteristics to a T.
Right.
You understand? So you think about it. If you decide you want to put your sword down, you want to leave the truth, you want to go on about your business, you want to do this and do that. For one, you have no brotherhood, and you can't have a brotherhood because you are acting and chasing behind the oppressor's dreams.
Right.
You understand? Whatever you want to do out here that you can't control yourself, and you've got all these negative, disgusting characteristics about yourself, you are really lusting to be like the oppressor. That's really all you're doing. And if you don't know that the oppressor is the devil, and you don't have a disdain for the oppressor and his oppressive ways and his oppressive society, there's no way that you can love your brother. There is no way you can love your brother. You understand? And that's why it's always good to be in the right spirit. It's not what you know, it's always what you do. Be in the right spirit. There's brothers out there that sit on the couch right now, but they're too scared to come into the truth because they gotta get a shape up for their job. You understand? Because they are loving the oppressive society.
Right.
You understand? When you drop your sword, you stay away from this truth and you leave this truth, all you want to do is be a part of the oppressor. That's it. However you want to chalk it up. You understand? However you want to chalk it up. You just want to be a part of the oppressor. And if you want to be the part of the oppressor, you hate your brothers.
Right.
And you are the lowest of the low. After you talk to them, drink with them, hung with them, told them you love them, how you die for them, and how this and that to the death, and all of this garbage you was talking. Come to find out, you an oppressor junkie. You an oppressor groupie. You a groupie. You understand? You want the oppressor autograph and all of that.
Right.
You understand? You're just a groupie. You ever see a grown man who's a groupie? Don't he look real weak and effeminate? You know what I'm saying? See a celebrity, don't say nothing. I ain't say nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like being a groupie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You leave your brothers behind in the dust, man. You just a groupie for the oppressor, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 4, traitors.
Whoa. Say it again.
Traitors.
I think we know what that means, right? I think we know what that means. Let's get the good definition up. We know what it means. We got a whole bunch of ideas in our mind about what a traitor is. Let's just hear what it say in the book. Let's see what the dictionary say a traitor is. What is that? What's a traitor?
Traitor, a person who betrays a friend.
Who? Hold on. Say it again.
A person who betrays a friend.
A traitor is a person who betrays his friend. You understand? And if you can be amongst brothers and sisters and be solid with them and rock with them and roll with them, get down with them, and then turn around and betray them, damn. You understand what I'm saying? That's some low down, dirty. At least the oppressor, you know he's an oppressor. You know what I'm saying? You know he's an oppressor. You can the Lord put the curse on him. You go, oh, that's oppressor. You know what I'm saying? You know it. But damn, to rock with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And then they turn around and betray you, that hurts.
God.
That hurts. You understand?
Right.
That's why we don't let no cowards in here.
Right.
You understand? You're going to have to go through the fire, brother. That's it. You're going to go through the fire. That's it. Climb up there and paint that. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that floating around in here. You understand? Because it's cancerous to betray your friend. Did Christ have anybody betray him?
No.
Yeah? Who betrayed him? Judas betrayed him. You understand what I'm saying? But really betrayed him. And for what?
And kissed him.
Yeah. He said, Master. Came to him, hugged him. You know what I'm saying? All for a few shekels.
Right. 50.
Something like that.
30.
I think it was 30. All for a few shekels. He betrayed. Can you imagine that? As they rolling through different hoods, you know what I'm saying? Raising up the dead and doing miracles and speaking on the streets and doing that, rolling. I eat, you eat. We eat. Barakazah?
And watching each other's backs. So nothing will happen.
Watching each other's backs. You know what I'm saying? Brothers on posts. Sharing stories. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wish I was there. I know somebody was talking about their rib, like, yeah, she wrote me a letter, man. Yeah, the donkey dropped it off last week. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. Talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If I was over there talking, you know what I mean? Talking like brothers.
Right.
And then turn around and betray me. Not only betray me, but betray me to death.
God.
To death. They're going to kill me. And you know it. And you still betray me. You understand? That's why them brothers out there that we hold posts with, we out there holding posts with them, and you're coming down, all of that. You better love them brothers, because we all putting our life on the line together. You know what I'm saying? We all putting our life on the line. I mean, when somebody approaches the camp, I got to stop y'all from jumping off the damn podium. I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this. Yo, what's up? Bump me off the damn podium. I'm like, oh, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather him do that than sit the Bible down and book it down the street. I never see him again, which I know that never happened. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go, just keep reading. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because that's what we got in here. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down in here.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's how we get down in here. We don't tolerate traitors. So any brother that can leave that and leave us out to die on them corners, that's betrayal to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's betrayal to me. That's a traitor. And he left our team to go play with the oppressor. That's all he did. He can pretty it up any way he wants. He can say, nah, brother, it's the job. Nah, brother, it's the rib. Nah, brother, it's my mom. He can pretty up all he wants. At the end of the day, the oppressor is behind that. That's all you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's all you're doing. The real reason brothers leave the truth is because of the oppressor. And they're groupies for the oppressor's society. That's all it is. But these hardcore retarded niggas I roll, I say retarded, not mentally, but these lunatics I roll with, these fools for Christ, I love these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I can't see myself betraying them. You understand what I'm saying?
Cool.
Can't see that. You know what I'm saying? The reason I can't see that is because I was raised by men who are not traitors.
Right.
From Commander YAHANNA down.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I was raised by men who are not traitors. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is in the scriptures for a reason because traitors still exist to this day. You understand? So when brothers are going through that furnace of affliction and all of that, see if you're a traitor. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say you're not, right? Scripture say, prove a friend.
Right.
Prove a friend. You understand what I'm saying?
Cool.
If you don't want to be in a position where nobody prove you, then just go ahead and be a traitor. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Come on, God. Hey!
Now you know we need a definition of that. I thought one of y'all be reading ahead and already grabbed that definition. You know what I'm saying? What does it mean to be heady? For y'all nasty cats, that's not what it's talking about. Let's get the definition of that real quick, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Heady of liquor, parentheses, potent, intoxicated, having a strong or exhilarated effect.
Right. Not being in your right goddamn mind. You understand what I'm saying? Not being in your mind. Being an addict is a heady person. You know what I'm saying? You're not in control. You know what I mean? Get to drinking and start wilding out, acting crazy and all of that, or whatever the case may be. You're not in the right mind. You can't make good decisions. And that's why you're a traitor, because you don't make good decisions. You understand what I'm saying? You see what happened to Judas. I don't know, he must have been drinking too much goddamn wine when he did that. So he got them 30 shekels and then what, he hung himself, didn't he? You know what I mean? Don't make right decisions because you're not in the right mind state. Keep going.
Oh, God. High-minded.
You know what that means. That's like being a boaster, you know what I'm saying? Being high-minded. You know every goddamn thing. Go ahead.
Lovers of pleasure.
Whoa. Say it again.
Lovers of pleasure.
I'm just a freak. Say it again.
Lovers of pleasure.
Brother, I can't do this 6 months to a year rule. I need some ass now. Say what?
Lovers of pleasure.
I need a husband. I just want me a husband. And I don't care. I want him. I don't care if he's right for me or not. I want him. What?
Lovers of pleasure.
I need to get the money. What?
Lovers of pleasure.
You understand? We can't have lovers of pleasures here. You understand? We read about our forefathers, we read about the prophets of this Bible. There wasn't no pleasure in there. Paul was getting his ass whooped. All in jail and everything else. Ripping and running, jumping out of windows and putting baskets so he can get out of town. And a whole bunch of things went on. This is a hardcore lifestyle. Pleasure? What the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? You understand? This is why we have a Hebrew Academy.
Right.
Because there's no pleasure in that. As you can see, things can happen. You know what I'm saying? And once some people get a taste of that stuff that's not pleasurable, bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? Adios, they're gone. Because they're lovers of pleasure. You understand? Brothers, you know, I'm just saying, when I say brother, I'm talking about no brother in the UPK. I'm just talking about some, you know, some weaklings that, you know, try to be parasites or something, or some leeches or something that don't work in here. You understand? Because we're not lovers of pleasure in here. What are we? Keep reading.
God. More than lovers of God, of the Most High.
You know what I'm saying? They love their pleasures more than they love the Most High God. More than they love the power. These are people that come with reasons to leave the truth. These are people that come up with these things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They come up with these things because they're really lovers of their own pleasures more than they're lovers of God, lovers of the Most High. And if their pleasures outweigh God, you know their pleasures outweigh your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know that for a fact. That their pleasures outweigh you. You understand?
Correct.
But this is why we go out on the streets for people to have these mindsets, to change their mindsets before they come into these doors. When they come into these doors, that's why you got to go through being a young man and a sister that's trying to get in here and go through the process of someone to shake these things off. You understand? These things are written down in our history book. Why? Because these things still exist to this day. These characteristics ain't go nowhere. They still here. It's our job. This is what we fight against right here. This is what we're fighting against. This is what we're trying to knock out of our brothers and sisters. These characteristics right here. This is why we do what we do. You understand? This is why we do what we do. It ain't about trying to get a come up, ain't about an agenda, ain't about recognition. It's about changing. That's what it's all about. Changing a brother's life, changing a sister's life, putting that confidence in them, that self-esteem in them. You know what I'm saying? Putting that inside of them so they can fight against these characteristics they got. Because all these characteristics are all characteristics of the oppressor.
Right.
And I don't want to be like the oppressor in no kind of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take some of that money and do the right thing with it after I get good counsel on how to do it. You understand? Other than that, I don't want no characteristics of no goddamn oppressor, man. You understand? And our brothers and sisters have adopted these characteristics, man, from this oppressor. And this is why they're willing to be traitors and turn their back on their own people. Christian pastors, Muslim imams, you name it. Egyptologists, all of that garbage. You know what I'm saying? They all fit these characteristics. Why? Because they're in love with the oppressive society. And in being in love with the oppressive society, they become traitors, willing to betray their friends. Right. Who's your friends? The 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? Let's keep going.
Come on, God. Verse 5. Having a form of godliness.
Say it again.
Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
You understand? You got a form of godliness. You have a form of godliness, but you deny it. You deny it by doing what? Chasing yourself, chasing after yourself, chasing after the oppressor's love, chasing after what the oppressor deems to be success. You understand? That's it. Eating pork is a white thing.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Eating shrimp and crab and lobster is a white thing. You believe it or not, getting that whole shape up with your beard and all of that, that's a heathen thing. Right. That's not our custom. That's not our custom. We naturally fly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We ain't gotta go and carve up our face to do nothing. You understand? We naturally are in full effect, bro. Naturally. Keep going.
But denying the power thereof, from search, turn away.
We got to turn away from these things. This is what we go out on the streets to do. This is why we teach classes. This is why we have counseling. You know what I'm saying? Marriage counseling, grief counseling, all types of counseling. We solve problems in here to help brothers and sisters turn away from these things. You understand? Even the brothers and sisters that fall weak and walk out the door of the truth. Walk out. You understand? We still try to turn them away from that stuff. But if they want to turn towards it and run towards it, then they have to learn their lesson the hard way. Either way, everybody's going to learn either way. You know what I'm saying? We can do it the nice way, we can do it the mean way. You understand? Either way. Let's keep going.
Verse 6. For of this sort are they which creep into houses.
Now, they creep in houses, which means what? They're sneaky, right? They're sneaky. What do? Go ahead.
And lead captive silly women. Lead it with sin.
And what they do is captivate these silly women. You understand? In the UPK, we don't have silly women.
Right.
Our women love righteousness in the UPK because they're raised that way. You understand?
Right.
Our brothers don't even tolerate silly women. We speak against being a silly woman. But some brothers, they lead the truth because why? They want to grab hold to a silly woman. You understand? Some woman that's acting like she's a city girl or Cardi B or whatever hoes out here rapping and stripping and whatever they're doing. You understand? To take hold and to take captive these silly, dumb women. Silly, dumb women sitting up in the Christian church, sitting in the Muslim mosque, and all of them get high and smoke weed any damn way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They all get high and all of that. Any sister that leaves the truth, that turns their back on God and turns her back on her sisters and her brothers, is just a silly woman. You understand? And guess what? There's a silly man out there too waiting for you. And silly things is going to happen. As we're speaking about this, God don't like this. He don't like silly women. You understand? Or men that try to take captive silly women. You understand? Keep going.
Led away with diverse lusts.
With what?
Diverse lusts.
And they all get led away with different types of lust. You understand? Some of the real reasons behind why someone leaves the truth. You understand? Different types of lust. That's all. And that lust overpowers them.
That's right.
And that brotherhood and sisterhood is out the goddamn window. Why? Because they obtain the characteristics we just read over. Lovers of themselves. They're covetous. They love pleasure more than God. You understand? All of that is just under the characteristics of lust. Lust. And when you lust, you know what you really want to be? A groupie for the oppressor. Because you think the thing that you lust for is the things that he gave you. But that one thing he took away from you, you can't fight for that. Like your culture, like your heritage, like your language, like your customs, and your principles and morals and ethics. They stole that, took that from us. You don't want to fight for that. You want to fight for what he gave you. We hoard them. You understand? A little corny ass job you got. We're willing to fight for that.
Right.
And betray our friends for that. You understand what I'm saying?
God.
Let's keep going.
Verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
You understand? They act like they learn. They act like they learn. But they don't come into the understanding of the knowledge of this truth. And what's the truth? Love your goddamn brother.
Right.
Love your sister. Don't be a traitor. Don't fall weak. And if you feel like you're getting weak, don't be too proud to talk to your brother. Don't be too proud to fix a problem with your brother. You understand? Don't love your pleasures more than you love your brother. You understand?
Go.
Don't love your pleasure more than you love your brother. If we all in here hungry, and there's one sandwich sitting right here.
Right.
If there's one hero sitting right here, what are we gonna do for the brother that's sitting here right now? What are we gonna do if we got one sandwich sitting right here? What are we gonna do?
Split it.
We're gonna cut that thing up, and we all gonna eat that.
Right.
We all gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? From the rooter to the tutor. We're gonna eat that. If there's one bottle of water in here and we thirsty, what we gonna do? You understand? We're gonna sit here and keep sipping at the cap until that water's gone. Something. We're gonna split that water up. That's how we are. That's the brotherhood. I mean, damn, how could you leave that?
Right.
How could you leave that? I can't leave that. I can't turn my back on that. You understand what I'm saying? Can't turn my back on that. Satan will try to creep in your mind and make you think that. You know what I'm saying? Satan, he's going to constantly do it all the time with different challenges. But the scripture gives us ways to defeat that. You understand what I'm saying? The scriptures give us ways to defeat all of that and to fix that problem. You understand what I'm saying? To fix that problem. And this is the beautiful thing about our scriptures. You know what I'm saying? About our book. This is the good thing about our book, that it gives you the problem and it gives you the solution. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
And it tell you, if you do this, this will happen. But if this happened, just do this and then it'll get out that problem. It just fixes everything. You know what I mean? This is the best medical book on the face of the planet right here.
Cool.
You understand? Let's keep going.
Verse 8. Now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth.
Oh, you can skip that. Go to verse 10.
Verse 10. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, charity, patience.
You understand? These are things that we all know in here. These are things that we all practice in here. This is Paul talking. You understand? This is Paul talking. You understand? He's saying, you know my patience, you know my long suffering, you know my charity, which is his love. You understand? You know all of that. How do they know it? Because they see it in him. They see it by his actions. Not by him just talking, not by him rapping, by him acting on it, displaying it. You understand? Why? Because Paul is not a coward. He's a leader. Now, let's keep reading.
Verse 11. Persecution.
Now, he's been through persecutions. Go ahead.
Affliction.
He's been through all types of afflictions. Go ahead.
Which came unto me at Antioch. At Iconium. At Lystra. What persecutions I endured.
Now, he's not been through these persecutions, but I endured. I've been through these persecutions, but I endured. Right? He's using himself as the example. That what you're going through, what you've been through, what you're thinking was coming against you. Guess what? I've been through it too. And I endured. I endured. I wasn't a traitor. I didn't love my pleasure more than anything. I'm being persecuted. I didn't follow my pleasures. You understand? I didn't turn my back. I was long suffering. I was patient. I showed love. You think Paul said this because he's trying to make himself a great man? You think he said this because he's proud and being boisterous? No, he's not. Let's read the next one.
But out of them all, the Most High delivered me.
The Most High delivered me. You know what I'm saying? The Most High delivered me out. So for the suckers that dropped their sword and they want to leave, and because I got to do this for my family and my mama and my job, and all of that garbage. Well, guess what? Paul was persecuted too.
Right.
He went through it too. And guess what? The Lord delivered him. And why is he saying this? Because nigga, the Lord will deliver you too.
Right.
That's right.
He'll deliver you too. Go ahead.
Verse 12.
No. Yeah, what's up? I'm sorry. You want to say something?
Sir, if I may, I get this confused all the time. Was it Peter or Paul that denied Christ?
Peter. Well, both really. You know what I'm saying? But I believe he's talking about that the 3 times and then the that was Peter.
And he was a gangster.
Say it again?
Peter was the gangster.
He was hardcore? Yeah, he was hardcore for Christ. Please, brother.
After that, Peter went hard for Christ, right?
After he denied him?
Right.
Yeah, because the taste of being a coward didn't sit right in his mouth.
Right, calm.
It just didn't sit right. It was like he allowed a man to rape him. Like he allowed it. You know what I'm saying? Like he allowed it. And he just couldn't take that. So he decided from that point to go hard. You know what I'm saying? From that, he knew that was a cowardly act to deny him, to not be willing to die. You know what I'm saying? From that point on, he was the Rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was the Rock. From that point, if I'm not mistaken, he was the highest ranking disciple. You know what I'm saying? So it can happen. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. Not saying brothers don't get a weak moment. You know what I'm saying? But man, you better do it 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers have a weak moment. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Raza.
Yeah. It's good, but you brought that question up, also the other side. That's to show you that he had a second chance.
Absolutely.
To make it better.
Yeah, he could make it better. You know what I'm saying? He had to make it better. He had to go even harder in that body. You know what I'm saying? Now he could have denied Christ and then did what? Peter and the apostles now. You know what I'm saying? And say, I denied Christ because, man, listen, he really was taking my money out there when he was walking around out there. You know what I'm saying? He could have did a cowardly move, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He was soft and weak when it came to that point, but he stuck with Christ after that. And he was willing to put his life on the line dealing with Christ. He didn't go start his own thing and try to talk against Christ and all of that. That's really being betraying your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's a betrayal to deny him. Even Christ said, "You're going to deny me." You know what I'm saying? You're going to deny me. He was scared at that moment. You know, so he was scared to put his life on the line. Just like a brother who might go to camp for the first time and hell breaks loose. He might be shook. He might be like, "Yo, I didn't sign up for this. That's what a lot of brothers say with Hebrew Academy. I didn't sign up for this. I can't have a drink, eat some lamb, get one of these sisters with all that meat. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I ain't know about all of this. What's all of this? You know what I'm saying? So he had his moment. You know what I mean? But he doubled back and came back even stronger. You understand what I'm saying? He doubled back, came back even stronger. And brothers can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But who you going to use? I'm glad you brought that question up too. We want to stop brothers or prevent brothers from even getting to the denying. Don't even get there. Because he did it. He felt a certain kind of way after it, and he came back. Like he doubled back and did it and handled his business. Don't even get to that point. Don't even get there. Peter did it for us. So let us not do it. You know what I'm saying? Let us not do that. It's written in our books so we can read it and learn from it and make sure we never do it. You understand what I'm saying?
Come.
Make sure we never do it. You feel me? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 12, yea, and all that will live godly in Yahushua Mashiach, Mashiach Yahushua, shall suffer persecution.
We're going to go through persecution. We're going to go through that. That's why you got to let your yays be your yays and your nays your nays. Don't get anointed and take this oath. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't take this blood oath. Don't do it. Because you are going to be persecuted. You are going to go through it. It's going to happen. That's it. The more you get persecuted, the more you should know you in the truth. The more you should know you in the truth. Like the more you go through it. Now, it ain't gonna be like that forever. But the more we go through these things, you should know you the truth. You know why? Because the scriptures said you're going to go through it. You understand?
Come on.
You know, right now, we sitting up in this room right now. After this, we probably chill and talk, you know what I'm saying? Talk about a few things and chill and then go back to our lives and our slaves and taking trains and driving with a half a tank of gas or something to get home and all of that. TD Jakes is chilling right now, you know.
Right.
He's chilling right now. He's out in Dallas somewhere, maybe. Or if he's not in some Caribbean island somewhere, he's chilling right now. Go ahead.
Chilling with the white shoes on.
Yeah, with the white shoes. with the white shoes on. You know what I mean? He's chilling right now. You know what I mean? He's chilling right now. What we about to do? We're about to go outside in these streets with all of these crowns on and our UPK gear on and our fringes on and look like, who the hell are these niggas? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do. And be persecuted for it. You think TD Jake's wife is mad at him?
Nope.
Not at all. Not at all. Think his mother, is proud of him if she's still alive? You think she's proud of him? Oh, absolutely. You understand? You better go home right now, and your wife's gonna be like, yeah, you always going to that damn class. Something. We're gonna go through persecution, brother. We can't be soft. I want to say another word, but I ain't gonna say it. Can't be soft. You know what I'm saying? And make up reasons to why you feel like you're just gonna take a break from the truth. I want to take a leave of absence. I want to take a leave of absence to get my mind right, get my mind together. You know what I'm saying? I want to show me the scripture where Christ took a leave of absence. Where was his leave of absence at? Nigga, ain't no leave of absence. This is life.
Right.
You understand? This truth is your breath. Do you take a leave of absence from your goddamn breath? Yeah, why not?
You'll die.
You're gonna die. You won't take a leave of absence from that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get an asthma pump, a nebulizer, you're gonna get something, you're gonna fix that. You know what I'm saying? And it's truth, there's no leave of absence and all of that garbage. We endure to the end. We fight to the end. You know why? Because I love my friends. I love my brothers and my sisters.
Right.
I love them too much to betray. I love them too much to worry about how I feel. I love them too much to worry about what I want. You understand? I love them too much. I love them too much to eat in their face, to drink in their face.
Right.
I just love them too much. You understand?
Come.
This is what we give. This is the UPK. That's One West. You understand? That's why we say anybody that's not rolling with us is a Christian. I don't give a damn who it is. It's a Christian. You understand? He can have muscles coming out of his eardrums. He is a Christian.
Come.
You understand? Let's keep going.
Verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
You understand? That's what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get it worse and worse because they were deceivers the whole time. They was lying the whole time. They wasn't your friend the whole time. So they're deceivers. And they're in the business of deceiving other people. You know how? Because they tried to deceive us. You understand what I'm saying? So that's their business of being deceivers. They're being deceived by thinking the oppressor's way is the way to go. And they're in the business of deceiving as well because they try to deceive us and make them think he's a friend, he's good. You understand? That's why a lot of brothers are so hardcore. You know what I'm saying? They like, hey, yeah, shalom, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shalom, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because he reads the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You got to prove a friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They say to Christians, hey, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying brothers won't, you know, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You're going to run into, yeah, shalom, brother. On the cracks, all right? What's on the cracks, all right? You know? Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to prove a friend. Because the scripture talks about traitors and people that's proud and people that's into themselves and people that's lustful. And you talk about that. You understand what I'm saying? And in the Christian church, you can throw out a few hallelujahs and you in there. You know what I'm saying? Where'd you get your soup? Oh, I like that soup. He's in here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? This is not that. This ain't that. It's all about the scriptures. You understand? Let's keep reading.
So come, verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured.
Hold on. Go read it again one more time.
So come, verse 14. But continue.
But stick with it. Go ahead.
Thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured.
Now, our job is to do what? Stick to what we know. We got to stick to what we know. There's no spore dropping. There is no betraying our friends. There is no turning our backs. There is none of that garbage. None of it. You understand? We got to stick with it. Stand firm, stand strong. Like Paul just said earlier. Even though he's facing persecution rather, he's still long-suffering, still patient, still have charity. You understand? There is no time for being a sucker. It's not the time. These are perilous times, as we read earlier in the scripture. These are perilous times we're looking at now. And there's enough weakness out here. You understand? There's children out here that are saying they're transgendered. Children. Well, let me ask you a question. What's the Kardashian man? He ain't a Kardashian, but he's a man, and he act like he's just like a woman now. I think he won Woman of the Year.
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner. He won Woman of the Year. Woman of the Year. Is he being persecuted?
Wow.
That nigga being praised. Didn't they just pass a bill or something about transgenders and all of that? Like they passed a bill about transgenders. Like I don't think, you can't like say certain things to them, do nothing to them, nothing like that. Which we definitely don't promote here. But they sticking up for transgenders, man.
Right.
Big 6'3" men dressed up like broads. Right?
He's not only, he's a Olympian gold medalist.
Olympian gold medal, athletic. Yeah, he's a worldwide gold medalist. Now he's a woman at 60-something years old and won Woman of the Year. You understand? Is he going through persecution?
No.
He's not going through persecution. Now that's an oppressor. Is Magic Johnson's son going through persecution? I know you've seen him. I know you've seen him. Right? He's like 6'7". You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Some of them things can fight. You know what I'm saying? I know you've seen him. You know what I'm saying? You've seen that. He ain't going through no persecution.
Right.
He's cute. You know what I'm saying? He probably get a TV show or something soon. You understand? They're not going through persecution. Now we just some old regular niggas from some old low bottom neighborhood somewhere, and we say we're the chosen people of God.
Right.
And you're gonna face all the persecution in the world.
That's right.
Right.
All the persecution in the world for being a man. For being a man of God. You're gonna face all the persecution in the world. Now, what's the difference between a brother that come and say he's going to face that persecution too, and to betray his friends and turn to society? Ain't he like Magic Johnson's son? Just like Magic Johnson's son. That's all. Just like him. Just like Kate, what's her name? Caitlyn?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. You know his name a little too well, brother. Listen, no, I'm just messing with you. You know what I mean? Caitlyn Jenner, you know what I'm saying? He ain't facing no persecution. You know what I mean? Too scary to face the persecution. Not him, but I'm talking about a brother or sister that might give reasons for leaving the truth. Too scared to face the persecution.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Too scared. Well, you ain't too much better than Magic Johnson's son. You ain't too much better than that. You understand? We got to stay strong in this truth. Read that verse again.
Come on, God. Verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned.
And what do we learn? That the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child is a chosen people of God.
That's right.
We are the true Jews of the Bible.
Right.
That's it. The Jewish man does not fit the description according to the Torah, according to the entire Bible, does not fit the description. It doesn't fit any of the prophecies. It doesn't fit any of the curses. He fits absolutely nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing does he fit. And he knows it. But he's so damn proud, they'll take it on. And they'll say, we're crazy. This is a conspiracy theory that we're coming across. Yeah, so be it. But this is what we learned, and we're going to stick with it.
Right.
We're going to love each other in here. We're going to love these sisters. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to love our brothers. We're going to die for our brothers, live for our brothers, kill for our brothers and sisters. We're going to marry our sisters and stay with them forever.
That's right.
Mouth and all, neck snapping and all. We're going to stick with them forever. You understand? Forever.
Cool.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to stick to what we learned. Keep going.
Hello, God. It has been assured of.
We've been assured of. What's assured mean? Let's get that. I know we run up on the time, but I got some more scriptures I want to go over. What's assured mean? Real quick, Parakzah?
Confident.
Confident. Let's read it from say the word assured and then confident, real quick.
Assured. Confident.
Assured means confident. All right? That's what assured means. Assured means to be confident. Now, one more time, Shaw.
Go cut. It has been assured of.
And been confident of. You know what I'm saying? You've been convinced. Go ahead.
Knowing of whom thou hast learned, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
You understand? And we know the people that teach us. You know what I'm saying? We have confidence in this. You understand?
Cool.
We've been led by example, and we're going to lead by example. So when cowards decide to drop their sword and leave the truth, man, Most High and God, praise the Lord for that. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for the Lord for that. You understand what I'm saying? All right. That's it. We don't want cancer. You want cancer? I don't want cancer. I don't want cancer in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody out here is worried about COVID. We worried about cowards in here.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Well, we ain't worried about nothing. Let me take that word worry. I don't like that word worry. We ain't worried about nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But COVID and cowards is synonymous, as my man YAHANNA back there would say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's just synonymous. That's going around too. Cowardness is going around too. Except for in here.
Right.
You understand? We're going to finish up on that real quick. Hold on. I think we go to that. Go to Ecclesiastes real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 5.
I want to come.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5. And we're going to start at verse, let me see. Hold on, 76. See something. Let me see. All right, hold on. Now, go to the book of Numbers.
Come on.
The book of Numbers, chapter 30. Real quick, the book of Numbers, chapter 30, and start at verse 2.
Come on. Numbers, chapter 30, verse 2. Or I can have it. If a man vow a vow unto the Most High.
Say it again.
If a man vow a vow unto the Most High.
If you make a vow to the Most High God, you understand? If you give the Most High God your word, and here we give the Most High God our word, you understand? You're willing to come up here and brothers ask you, do you want to accept this name? Do you want to accept this? And you say, come. You get that oil, everything poured on your head. You understand? We say the prayers. Don't take that lightly, man. This ain't the country club. This ain't a social club. This ain't a biker group. You know what I'm saying? This ain't none of that. This is the host of the Most High God. You understand? This is God's army. This is the place right here. This is Noah's Ark right here. You understand? Take that extremely serious. Take it extremely serious. Because I was raised by extremely serious men. You understand? And this is to be taken extremely serious. You understand?
Come on.
So you make that vow to the Most High God. Go ahead.
Or swear an oath.
And what?
Or swear an oath.
A what?
Oath. To bind his soul with a bond.
Now, you're going to bind your soul with a bond to the Most High God? You took an oath. You understand? You took an oath to stand with the Most High God, to stand for the Most High God, to put your life on the line for the Most High God. Now, you can't do all of this for the Most High God and not do it for your brothers.
Right.
And not do it for your brothers. Scripture say a man that say he loved God but hate his brothers is a liar. So you made an oath with God, then you made an oath for your brothers too. You understand? You made an oath with your brothers too then. Now, when you make that oath, you better take it very serious. Go ahead.
He shall not break his word.
You shall not break your word. That's what it says. This is not making a suggestion, a recommendation. This is giving a goddamn order. You can't break your word on that, brother. But be very wise. Be very wise in taking that oath. Once you take it, that's between you and the Most High God now. It says you cannot break your word. You understand? This ain't that place, man. This ain't that place. Anybody who left one west under command of YAHANNA, the Lord is not pleased with them.
That's right.
They can start whatever group they want, have as many numbers as they want, be good with technology, whatever. All of that. The Most High God is not pleased with you.
Right.
Ephesians 4 says only one body. It's only one. If you decide to leave that body and go start some off-brand, break off, and you decide to go back to the Christian church or go back to weed or go back to white women or go back to whatever your stinking, disgusting flesh desires, but you gave an oath before, Lord ain't pleased with you. Keep reading.
He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth.
You should do everything that your nasty, disgusting, filthy mouth said. You understand? Stick to your word. You understand? Stick to your word. And it's some that take that word and they're not real with it. And it's some that give their word and not real with it. The Lord will deal with them. You understand? The Lord will deal with them. But when they take this oath and then they break this oath, then they was never serious about it. And they was never with us. They was never really with us. You understand? They was never really with us. They just was talking. Most High still deal with them, but they just was talking. Go to 1 John. This is going to be it. Go to 1 John chapter 2 and start at verse 9.
No God. 1 John chapter 2, verse 9. Or I can have it.
Hold on a second. Wait till all brothers get there. I hear everybody say come. When y'all get it, say come, please. I know you said that.
God. 1 John chapter 2, verse 9. He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even until now.
You understand? You say you got this truth, but you hate your brother. You understand? You hate your brother. If you're willing to betray your brother, then you hate your brother. You understand? If you're willing to betray your sister, then you hate your sister. If you're willing to betray him. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 10. He that loveth his brother.
If you love your brother the way you say you do, if you love your sister the way you say you do, go ahead.
Abideth in the light.
Then you live this truth. You understand? Then you live this truth. In and out. Every day. 24/7, 365. There is no leave of absence. There's no breaks. It's only long suffering and patience and charity. That's all it is. Ain't no days off. This ain't your slave. You understand? This ain't your slave. This is real life. You understand? Keep going.
And there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
Did you hear what I just said, right? There's no days off. There's no stumbling in him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no days off. Ain't no tripping up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. Just 24/7, 365, loving your brother. If you love your brother, you in this truth. If you betray your friend, then you don't love your brother, then you're not in the truth. The light's not with you. You understand what I'm saying? You're not in the light. It says it right here. Then you're not in the light. That's all. You're not in the light. I don't give a damn what you think you're doing. You understand? I don't care if you got 1 million members. You're just leading them to error. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. You understand? Scriptures say this: if you love your brother, you live in the light, and there is no stumbling. You understand? There is no, I'm going to talk about him, but not say nothing.
Right.
There is no, I'm going to sleep with this woman to get him back. There is no, I'm going to steal from him. There is no, I can't stand that nigga. All that is weak and effeminate and soft, and that's not allowed. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 11. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness.
You in darkness if you hate your brother. You understand? If you hold a grudge against your brother, you hate him. If you're too soft and weak to go to him and him alone, you hate your brother. You understand? If you're jealous of him, you're upset that he moved up faster than you moved up, or he got what you ain't got yet, and all of that, then you hate your brother. You hate him. You may not think so. I'm just telling you what it is, as according to the scriptures. Keep going.
And walketh in darkness.
And then you walk in darkness. You live your life in that darkness, in evilness, in wickedness. You live your life in that way. You understand? You ain't put on some clean clothes, but your ass stank. You understand? You walk in that darkness. You live in it. Just learn how to be good at front. Go ahead.
And knoweth not whither he goeth.
You don't know which way you're going. You're just confused. You're lost. You don't know what's going on. Keep going.
Because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
That wickedness blinded you so much. You're so deep in that darkness. You can't even get out of it. This is what we try to prevent brothers from doing and sisters from doing. You understand? To get out of that darkness, man. How do you get out of that darkness? Get in these scriptures. Get in this truth. Learn how to be a man. Learn how to be a real woman. You understand what I'm saying? Iron things out, fix things, so you don't have to become another sucker that left the truth because of your goddamn pleasures and your pride and all this other garbage we just read about before. No, I say garbage and the characteristics we read about. You understand? Jump to verse 15.
Verse 15. Love not the world.
Say it again.
Love not the world.
Don't love the world. You know what I'm saying? What's the world in this context? The world in this context is this wicked society we live in. It says, love not the world. You understand? Love not the world. Don't get seduced and sucked into this world. Because that's what happens when you leave the truth. This is the real reason you leave the truth, because you love the world. Scripture says, don't love the world. So if you shouldn't love this world or love the society, what should you love? What should you love? If you shouldn't love this world, this wicked society we live in, you shouldn't love this oppressive society we live in, shouldn't love the oppressor, then what should we love? Perhaps I had his hand up first.
Your brother.
Of course, you should love your brother. You know what I'm saying? What else should we love? You should love your brother. Ain't no doubt about that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no doubt about that. That's the correct answer, right? Or a correct answer. But is there anything else that we should love too? Go ahead.
The truth of the Most High.
You should love the truth of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But the answer, you gave that answer. Guess what? That's the same answer. You understand what I'm saying? Loving your brother and loving his truth and loving the Most High, that's all the same answer. Because you can't have one without the other. You can't do one without the other. It's in the scriptures. You can't do one without the other. So that's the same damn answer. You understand? What good is your breath without a mouth and a nose? You need that, don't you? Or what's your breath? What's gonna come out your ass? So that's the same answer.
Right.
You gotta love your brothers. If you love your brothers, then you love the Most High God and you love this truth. Well, if you love the Most High God and love the truth, then guess what? You're gonna love your brothers. You understand? Keep reading.
If any man love the world,
If you love the society, if you love this oppressor, if you're a groupie for the oppressor, go ahead.
the love of the Father is not in him.
The Most High God's not in you. And that's why people leave the truth, because Most High God is not in them. Because they love this world too much. They love the society too much. Keep going.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh.
Oh, here we go. What's in the world?
The lust of the flesh.
That's all that's in the world. It's the lust of the flesh. This is why people leave the truth. This is the reason behind people leaving the truth. It's really the lust. And if you lust, if you fall for your lust, then you cannot love your brother. You're just a selfish, disgusting, filthy bastard. That's it. Bottom line, point blank. You understand? You're filthy, disgusting, and you're a traitor who's willing to betray his friends. The same people you broke bread with. Same people you starved with. Same people you laughed and cried with. You're willing to betray them and leave them for death. You understand? When you think of all these dumbass excuses on why you can't do this and do that, and I really can't get down like that full time. You know what I'm saying? I can't really all of that garbage you're talking. Really, you love the oppressed society, and you're just a selfish, filthy, disgusting bastard. That's all to it. That's all. Simple and plain. Keep reading.
And the lust of the eyes.
And the lust of what?
The eyes.
Yeah, you just want everything you see because you're a filthy, disgusting, selfish bastard. You understand? And coward is all in your bloodstream. Keep going.
And the pride of life.
And the what?
And the pride of life.
You proud of this life. You love the oppressor. You filthy, disgusting bastard. You understand? You love the oppressor. Going.
It's not of the Father.
It's not what?
Of the Father.
Yeah, you don't love the Father. You love this life. Your pride is in this life. It's not in the Father. It's not in the Most High. Your pride is in this life. You understand? Your pride is in this life. Keep going.
But is of the world.
It's of the world. That's all. That's where your treasure is. You understand? Your treasure is in this world. This oppressor's world. You understand? So this is what you possess when you're willing to drop your sword and betray your friends. Turn your back on your friends. You understand? How could you do it? How could you even hold yourself up to that? How could you look yourself in the mirror? You understand? And let me tell you something. When you lead the truth like that, because you want to go with your family and all of that, guess what? They don't respect you. They know you a punk. Right. They know you a sucker. Because you wouldn't even stand on all that, or you wouldn't even stand on what you was talking about. They know you a sucker. They know you a punk, and they don't respect you. They don't respect you. If your wife talked you out leaving the truth, guess what? She's going to have sex with somebody else that's realer than you. Right. You understand what I'm saying? She'll have sex with somebody who's wicked. You know why? Because he's real about being wicked. He's into his wickedness. You couldn't get into your righteousness and be real about it. Your wife would have worshipped the ground you walked on. Now your wife's going to go screw somebody who's wicked, but he's into his wickedness. He's into that. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You're still a sucker. Same thing with your sisters too. You understand? Same thing with your sisters too. That's how that works, man. What was that the end of? Was that the end of 16?
Come on.
Go to verse 19.
Okay, verse 19. They went out from us.
No, they went out from us. You know what I'm saying? They went out from us. Go ahead.
But they were not of us.
Yeah, they rolled with us for a minute, but they really wasn't rolling with us. You understand? This is, groupies. They roll with us for a little while. Do a couple of kumya shahalas up there. You know what I'm saying? Do a couple of those up there, you know what I'm saying? Do a couple of yahalbas. They do it up there a little bit. You know what I mean? They went out from us, but they was never really of us. You understand? Never. How can you tell if somebody's really with you? Y'all what's up?
They endure with you.
They endure with you. Give the brother a hand. There's no better hand. Yeah, they endure with you. How do you know I'm with you? Because nigga, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? In the long run, I'm here. You understand? Keep going.
For if they had been of us.
If they had been of us, if they really was rolling with us, go ahead.
They would no doubt have continued with us.
They would have stayed with us. You understand? I want you to take this and let this saturate into your goddamn soul. This goes for women too. If a woman want to leave you, let the bitch go.
That's right.
Because if she was with you, she would never leave you.
Right.
You understand? And to you sisters too. If a nigga want to leave you because you all embedded in this truth, then let the effeminate, soft nigga go. Let him go. Because if he was really with you, he wouldn't leave you.
Right.
You understand? And if a nigga gonna leave this truth and put his sword down and turn his back after all commanders of Yohanna has done for us, under the Most High in Christ, you wanna leave? You gonna turn your back on your friends? Nigga, then go ahead. You go ahead. You was never with us anyway.
Right.
You was never here anyway. Keep reading.
But they went out,
that
they might be made manifest, that they were not all of us.
You understand? It'll come out that they all wasn't with us. You understand? Y.A.H.W.H.A.P.? Is that your hand?
I was still holding the Ecclesiastes.
Oh yeah, what you want to bring out? You want to bring out a scripture, right? What scripture you want to bring out, brother? Ain't no sweat, no sweat.
Oh,
let's get it.
It's on topic. Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha.
The Apocrypha was like Ecclesiasticus. Okay, slap.
Chapter 10. Verse 12.
I said in my book, I got a laptop or something. I said, pull out the books. Ecclesiastes 10 and what?
10 verse 12.
10 and 12. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, brother. You go ahead and read it.
The beginning of pride is when one departed from God, and his heart is turned away from his master.
His maker.
Oh, so like the maker.
No sweat. Nah, ain't no sweat. Now this is a heavy scripture you bringing out right here. You know what I'm saying? Because this is everything that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is everything we're talking about. You know what I mean? When you walk away from this truth and walk from this brotherhood, walk away from your friends and betray your friends and go back to this oppressive society and be oppressive groupie, you are turning your back on the maker. You're turning your back on the Most High God. You understand what I'm saying? You can't love your brothers. You can't love your brothers without loving God, and you can't love God without loving your brothers, man.
What?
You know what I'm saying? There is no other way around. You can't get around that. You can't get around that. You understand? You cannot get around that. It's one and the same. They need each other. You understand? So this is a good precept you brought out. You know what I mean? But my thing is this, brothers, endure, stand strong, stay strong. You know what I'm saying? Do what Paul said. We're gonna go through persecutions. We're gonna go through all of that. Talk to a brother about it. Go to him and him alone. Don't hold grudges. All of that is bitch shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't hold grudges. Talk. Pull a brother to the side. Because we all brothers at the end of the day. We all brothers. You know what I'm saying? Pull a brother to the side. Talk to him. Fix the problem with your wife. Wives, fix the problem with your husband. Don't go nowhere. Stand strong. We got a bigger enemy and bigger fish to fry than for us to be fighting each other and leaving each other and turning their backs on each other, leaving each other deserted. You know what I'm saying? We got bigger fish to fry. You understand what I'm saying? So these are some of the reasons, as we stated earlier, why some people leave the truth. You know what I'm saying? They got other things on their mind and things they really want to do. Stay 10 toes down. You want to say something else, Al?
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Nah, please, go ahead, brother.
As you're talking, right, the precept of 1 Corinthians 7 and 15, I'm kind of confused now.
What do you mean?
Because we know we're supposed to endure with our brethren, right? But if I may, so 1 Corinthians.
Oh, let's all get there. 1 Corinthians what?
Chapter 7, verse 15. About may I read it?
Yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 15. If the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases, but God hath called us to peace. Like, where do I use that in this topic?
Well, in this topic, this is really referring to like a marriage. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman want to leave you, then let her depart. That's it. You can't force nobody to be with you. Just to answer your question, you can't force somebody to be with you. Not when I say you, I'm not talking you personally. To any of us. Can't force somebody to be with me. You know what I'm saying? If she's like, no, that's it, I'm fed up, that's it, I'm done, I'm taking the kids, I'm going, there's nothing, what can I do about it? You know what I'm saying? If they want to leave, then I'm not in bondage to them no more. If they want to leave, now women say this all the time. Men say, I'm leaving, I'm done, I'm leaving. I ain't talking about they leave for 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? But if they really done, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Clothes is packed, they out the house, y'all ain't sexing in months and all of that. It's a wrap. You know it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Saying it's a wrap. They got somebody else now or something. You know what I'm saying? They moved on. Then that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. They're gone. They don't want to be with you no more. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They're gone. Same thing with a man. A man, they want to put the woman away and all of that. The sister sitting there, she's dealing with a man, and he wants to put her away, and he left. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Sisters that a brother, he left the truth and left her and moved on and went on, and yes, said he put her away. That she's not in bondage to that man. That's it. His sin is with the Most High God. She didn't sin. And vice versa, if that's the case. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about. You understand? Hold on 1 second, though. Read verse 10.
Verse 10. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
Yeah, that's what he was just talking about marriage. Look at verse 10. It's like, don't depart from the husband. Don't leave. We're not condoning that. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave. Read verse 11.
But if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife.
You understand? If she decided to leave, then let her leave and not be with nobody else. Then that's still your wife, and maybe y'all can fix it. You understand? But you don't put her away. She gonna have to leave on her own. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all this is talking about in this. You know what I mean? So if they go, then they go. You know what I mean? That's it. And that's good that you brought that up. Because if a man or a woman wants to leave her husband to that extent, to where they're gonna put him away and all of that, there is no fucking brotherhood in them either. Excuse me. There is no brotherhood or sisterhood in them either. There's none. I ain't talking just bumping your gums. I'm talking about really putting them away. There's no brotherhood or sisterhood in them either. And guess what? They are groupies for the oppressor too. That's all. They're groupies for the oppressor too. They hate the truth. They hate the Lord. They hate their husband. They hate their race and all of that. It all falls to the same category. You understand? It all falls to the same category. So it's a good question you brought up, man. And that's why we all got to endure and stand strong, especially in these marriages. Especially in these marriages. You know what I'm saying? Especially. You know what I'm saying? Especially that. You know what I'm saying? Raise up these children, right? Train up a child, right? Yeah, stick with these families. Fix these families, man. You know what I'm saying? Fix these marriages. These brothers and sisters that's married, all of that, you got to know that first y'all brothers and sisters. Then y'all husband and wife. You know what I'm saying? And y'all better work it out. Right. You know what I'm saying? The same way we go to him and him alone, you better go to him and her alone and talk it out and fix it. If you can't fix it, then get the counsel. When you get the counsel, take heed to the counsel. Or just be proud. You know what I'm saying? Or just be proud and be a lover of your own pleasures. And a lover of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And make the Lord mad. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Be heady.
Huh?
Be heady.
There you go. You got it. You know what I'm saying? No sign in Christ. Be heady. No sign in Christ, man. Yo, it's always a pleasure, man, with that. Pastor class with the priest and officer. Sha'al. I'm Salaki. My man Yawasaki Allah. Salaki. No sign in Christ. My man. Holding it down.
I was in the studio, boy.
Yeah, he was holding it down. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Man of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Man of Israel, Amajim.